Okay, we are still in this functions set, and according to our lecture note, let's just click A13 and type 1, and A14 type 2, and let's say you want to type until this cell, short enough. But instead of typing 3, 4, 5, there is an easy way to give the data and having same properties like that. Can you see that? On the bottom right corner, it shows what inputs we are going to get for each extended cell, right? And it's following this order. So in the first two cells, we typed 1 and 2, and we select both cells, and look at the bottom right corner, there is a dark square sign. Then if you place that corner and dragging that, then it just follows the same rule to the next cell and the next cell, like that. Okay, so this is how we get this kind of list of similar style data. And let's say we want to get the sum of these all 5 cells in here. There are several ways to do that. You can use these formulas and click this auto sum, then it automatically select these cells because these are the range attached to this cell. So it's just kind of guessing maybe this much, right? So that's the one way you can do that. Next one is in home. You already have that, right? So because it's a popular one, so it's auto sum. So you can click that. We got exactly the same thing. Or if you want to use keyboard, then you could just click Alt key and equals, right? So while you click Alt and hit equality in there, then you are going to get exactly same results. Okay, so hit enter. You got 15, which is the sum of these first 5 cells. And that is much better than like put equal and A13 plus A14 plus. This is another way you can do that, but this is too much, right? So all we want is using this button, auto sum, or use keyboard shortcut for that. Another reason why it's much better to use this kind of function in there is later, for some reason, if you want to add or delete new data within here. So for example, just to select this one and right click and choose insert. That's how we add one more line here and saying 100 in there. Then look at this. It actually updated with all the information, and if you want to see, look at the range. It's from A13 to A18, so it's also include this new added line all together. So it's automatically update whenever you add or delete certain lines or information here. And if you just imagine if you make this one as just equals this one plus that one plus like that, then you have to type in this cell information by yourself, which takes more time, and you have to looking for that information, right? So it's much better to have these range forms within the formula, which can be very easily to change the information. Okay. Now we realized how convenient if we could use cell reference in our formula. Then a lot of times we realize that not only just one cell but whole range is needed to do certain things. Then how can we put that information within our formula? Yes, one way is just using that, right? But sometimes even that might be changeable, because whenever we add or delete something, right? So it's not safe enough, and you have some kind of chance to make a mistake when you typed in the whole information. So do you have any other way to give that information? Yes, it is, and it's very convenient and very powerful. So let me go to function 2 worksheet and look at that. Okay, we have sales information here. Okay, oh, careful, if you select it then you cannot select it. Okay, so can you see that when I mess up with this, then it gives all the information, so be careful. So we already did this one, so let me go to function 2, and if you select this from A2 to J9, then this whole range is selected, but in this name box it only saying A2 because we start from there. Then in there we can just retype, just click there, then it select the whole A2. Then actually we could give a new name for the whole range. So how about SD, which means it's just the sales data, right? This whole thing, and hit enter. Then from now on the Excel understand the SD means this range, so you could do something about whole range by just using that name. Of course, when you click each single data cell, it doesn't give you that name, not even the first one or last cell in the range. And if you select all of them, then it gives you the name of it. So it's better to remember what area is assigned to a new name, right? So let's say this is the one. Okay, now let's see why do we need that kind of information. Okay, look at this. It's asking the total number of observations, which means the number of data in that given information, right? So we need to find it. Okay, then one possible way to do that is using formula, and let's just accept it. It's count. Okay, so COUNT, and count of what? Certain range, right? So we just simply calculate how many information in that given range, right? So what is the name of the range? Is SD. So all we need is sales data, right? And close it, hit enter. It will giving us 80 for that, because right now the number of row is 8 and number of columns of that range is 10, so total data should be 80. Okay, then we can do the similar ones for all these remaining parts. What is going to be the highest price in this given range? There are only 80 data, but still it's very difficult, and even some data is hidden because it's short length of that parts, so you can extend it to check it, but it's a little bit difficult, right, to find the highest price for that. Then how can you do that? Okay, let's just practice. In our lecture note you can find some hints what kind of formula we need here, but let's try to do that. Just use insert function for that cell, opens insert function dialog box, and we are looking for highest price. So let me just type highest price in there and go. Then it's price with this, returns the price per $100 face value. That sounds not right. Max A returns the largest value. Okay, good. In a set of values does not ignore logical values and text. That's good. How about max? Returns the largest value in a set of values. Okay, so we don't see that much difference between at this moment between these two, but according to our lecture note, max is enough for that. Okay, then click that. Then it's asking, okay, what is gonna be that? Okay, so instead of one cell, how about SL? Click OK. It's not working because our name for this range is not SL, it's SD, right? So one more time, we found the formula, a possible formula for to calculate that. So it comes with that SD, then it gives us the largest or the highest value for that. Once again, so according to the description of max, we are supposed to put one cell value here, but we could also use the range by using its name of it.